What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Killer Keemstar, and I'm here with...
Only Use Me Played.
This is the BadKidCast, the audio cast
that you listen to while you game.
We're available on iTunes, Android, and right here on...
YouTube.
And today's episode is episode 59, and a big shout-out to DX Racing. Do you see these sick chairs? They come from DX Racing. And what I want you guys to do is I want you to go in the description and follow them on Twitter because they're actually giving one of these chairs away, Blade.
Nice.
They're giving one of the chairs away. And not only are they giving a chair away to someone on Twitter that's following them on Twitter, but a bunch of people started harassing them like we told them to do to make custom BadKidCast chairs.
Yeah.
I think that's what's going on. I think that's what's happening. They're making custom BadKidCast chairs. So make sure you check them out. And this episode of the BadKidCast is brought to you by youtube.com ZVIT8. That's right. I'm sorry, we smoked a little bit. That is ZVIT.
Let's go to his channel.
ATE. And
let's just hear how he introduces himself.
I don't know.
What's going on, guys? Z Videates here, and today I want to bring you guys...
Z Videates here. Z Videates. All right, I got it. All right. Fuck it. We're not editing this out. Z Videates has an awesome channel where he produces gaming videos, live streams, reviews, and news. Recently, he's been doing a lot of Call of Duty Ghost stuff. He also does the PlayStation 4 live streams. He's starting to do some reviews on PlayStation 4 and Xbox Live reviews and videos. And he's definitely going to have some Xbox One stuff out too. So make sure you check out youtube.com ZVidiates. That's ZVIATE for those of you on iTunes. We're also brought to you by youtube.com/
The Mr. Chachi?
The Mr. Chachi. That's right. That is THEMRCHAC. What the fuck? My screen is so fucking small, dude. Fuck my life. It won't go bigger. This is ridiculous. This is stupid. His channel is not stupid, though. His channel is fucking awesome.
Great.
His channel is fucking amazing. Go subscribe to him on multiple accounts because Mr. Chachi posts all kinds of videos from competitive Call of Duty to funny moments. He also has Let's Plays, Minecraft, Arkham Oranges.
Arkham Oranges?
Origins. There is some hilarious content on his channel. And make sure you head over there to his channel and check out his content right the fuck now.
Do it.
We're also brought to you by twitter.com/
CSwagOfficial.
CSwagOfficial. Now, this is a controller company that is offering affordable alternative custom airbrush controllers at controllerswag.com. It's being developed, and early December they will be sponsoring YouTubers. Make sure you follow them on Twitter. I hear they're going to have some like giveaways and stuff like that. It's kind of cool with that company because you can follow them on Twitter. You don't really know what's coming around the corner. They're going to hit you with something like, bam, this is out. So, guys, make sure you check out all of our fucking sponsors. I'm pretty sure no one's ever going to be wanting to sponsor on this show again after we can't hold our composure and fucking do the shit that we're supposed to do. But if you're crazy enough to want to sponsor this show, make sure you get in contact with Jamie.
DX Racer for allowing us to sit in these amazing chairs. Definitely check them out.
And thanks to all our sponsors for supporting our show here at the BadKidCast.
Making it possible. Play that music?
You ready to fucking play the music?
Play the fucking music.
Play that funky music. we're back, man.
That fucking music every single time gets me pumped up. Let's do the show. Introduce our guest, Keem.
Our guest today is SiggyGuns. What's up, SiggyGuns?
Oh,
What up, Keem? What up, Blake?
So,
damn.
this is kind of a stupid question, but how did you get the name SiggyGuns?
I got the name SiggyGuns because I am a gun enthusiast. I build ARs. That's what I do.
Now,
And,
when you say you build ARs, like they're assault rifles, but like you build them?
yeah. I buy the parts online and put them together.
Yo,
pretty much.
what was? Can you
I'm everything.
Can you show us that fucking gun that you were just showing us? That thing looked like it was out of Grand Theft Auto or some shit.
Yeah. Got that from the
Has a
ammunition.
Spiral fluted barrel. Has a Midwestern handguard. It's a plum crazy lower with a nickel boron upper.
I don't even think like FPS Russia has like bling shit like that.
Hey, and I got the COD Ghost camera attached to it. You see it?
That's clowning. That's clowning.
That's insane. So now, do you like put these together and then sell them, or is this just your
Nah.
personal hobby?
Yeah, personal hobby. I keep my guns. It's just something that I like to do. And yeah.
So you're at the firing range all the time, or do you got land where you can shoot, or how does it work? You hunt? What's?
Yeah, we do hunt. We have land. Obviously in Texas, we got a lot of land. But I usually go to the shooting range more often. Haven't been out to the countryside in a while to shoot. Yeah, my buddy has a bunch of land, a bunch of acres, but it's been a while since I've been there.
When you say
I
you
don't get
hunt,
to do the FPS.
when you say you hunt,
Hogs. We hunt hogs.
yeah. So when you guys
Where?
have you actually killed a fucking hog and had like a cookout, like a pig out? What is it called?
A pig. Yeah.
What is it called?
I
Pig roast.
hit some, but we lost the trail. Couldn't find him.
Damn. I want to have a pig roast with a real fucking wild pig.
If you shoot an animal though, it is like the bullet gets into him. Like, is it easy to clean that out? Does it spread? Like,
Yeah,
how's
you
that-
gotta use the slugs.
you use slugs. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not a gun person. I've never really been like, into guns.
Dude, the best freaking pig meat you'll ever have is at a pig roast. My friend has like a pig roast every year, and you go to his house and his dad's like got this big fucking thing, and they fucking literally kill the pig that morning and they start cooking it.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it takes a long time too. You gotta make sure it's cooked though, man, because you can get sick from that.
Yeah, and it's freaking awesome.
I want to do that. Let's do it.
It's so that pig meat is so fresh, dude. It's like you're eating that thing alive. It's good. So you want to go pig hunting? You want to go pig hunting?
I don't want to do the hunting part, but I want to reap the benefits of it.
Like do the pig roast?
Yeah, that sounds bomb.
You're in Upper New York, man. There's hunting all the time up there. I used to hunt up there back when I was a kid.
Yeah, they got everything up here. I don't know if we have wild pigs though. I don't know.
Definitely got deers. That's for fucking sure. Deer
Yeah,
are
there's fucking
all over the
deer
place.
everywhere. And
Yeah.
and the deer, because I live in the suburbs now, and the fucking deer that are around here, they're like all like there's too many of them, so they're not even like big healthy animals. They're like real scrawny and shit. If you go like 2 miles that way, if you like look into a field, like you'll see the biggest freaking white-tailed deer ever, and then just like right in this area where there's houses, because these fucking deer, like they live in between people's yards. Like they just run around in people's yards eating their flowers and shit. And they're like so little. There's got to be some
Man, you
type.
gotta watch.
There's got to be some type of like nuisance like tag that you can get where you can just start murdering them. There's too many.
Yeah,
of
there's a
them.
hunting license. There is a license for hunting them.
Yeah.
But could you be driving in your car and a deer crosses the road and you shoot the deer real quick? I mean, is that how it works? Or
That's illegal. People used to
Yeah,
do that
yeah.
People used to do that all the time in the past. They used to like go to a field spotlight,
oh, okay.
and then the deer look at the light and then just pop them. But that's big time illegal.
Yeah,
Just-
that's where the expression comes from. The deer in the headlights. That's where the expression comes from.
Yep.
They'll freeze, man. They'll freeze if they see that light. The whole
So Siggy, what are your thoughts on the COD Ghost?
COD Ghost plays well on the PS4. I have that system right now. Yeah, I think it's awesome on that. Then again, there's only like 30,000 people playing, so it's
And
running
plus-
real smooth.
Plus, I think that and I don't want to make this like a console war thing. I started out on PlayStation, and then I moved over to Xbox simply because COD played smoother on it. The PlayStation is more of a casual gaming environment than the Xbox, I believe, at least. So, do you find that the people on the PS4 aren't necessarily as good?
I mean, a lot of the people on PS4, at least what I've played, a lot of them are from the Xbox 360. So they're the ones that have the advantage because you know how the shooters, you know, the L2, L1, or R1, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
The Xbox way. Yeah, they're back to that way with the PlayStation controller. So PS3 people, we have a disadvantage. We're used to it being up top. So I noticed that the people that are beasts, they come from 360 because they're used to that. I'm still trying to figure out how to throw a damn grenade.
So, are you planning on getting an Xbox One or?
Yeah, I got that also pre-ordered. I always get both consoles.
I was gonna say because
play on the Sony more because that's where.
I was gonna say because I don't understand why anyone would get a Sony.
What was that?
I don't understand why anyone would get a Sony. I don't understand it.
Really?
No, I don't get
Are you
it.
trolling or are you serious?
I'm serious. I don't understand why people get a PlayStation. I think you just get an Xbox.
I mean, I still have my original PS3 and I still like it. It's just the only reason why I switched was because of Call of Duty. That's it.
What's the difference between like playing against people that you don't talk to at all, right? There's not even text chat. Like you literally don't talk to these people at all. You just play and they're real people. What's the difference between that and playing against a computer? Not much, right? The main thing about playing online is communication.
Yeah.
You can say, hey, I kicked your ass.
I mean, they still got mics on PS3 though.
You can say it on PS3. They have mics. It was just a party chat that they didn't have, but now they have that now. So,
Dude,
I'm
nobody
like-
used mics on PlayStation.
What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
they-
Yeah, they do.
There was no mics on PlayStation 3. No mics. Nobody was talking to
That's
mics.
such a weird generalization that's not even true.
It is true. Nobody was talking on the PlayStation.
yeah, they are. They're talking
Yeah,
to
You-
the PlayStation. Now, I will admit. Now,
How many
Blake was
trolling videos have you ever seen on a fucking PlayStation?
right. Everybody's on Xbox right now.
Everyone's on
The
Xbox.
majority of the COD people are on Xbox though. And Blade nailed it on the head. COD was made better on the Xbox 360. The PlayStation version was a port or a beta, whatever you
Yeah,
want to say.
It started with Black Ops 1, because when Black Ops 1 came out, there's some nerds, and they like deciphered the lines of code, right?
Right.
When they made it for the PS3, what they did is they literally copied and pasted it, and so there literally was Microsoft and Xbox 360 still in like a lot of the data when it was on the PS3 version. Like originally, like the Infinity Ward versions, like Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty 4, World at War, though they were made, they actually had a team coded to make it for both systems, you know.
Yeah.
But now they just make it for Xbox and then just port it over. So
That's insane.
Yeah, I mean that was the biggest problem. That was what the biggest problem was on the PlayStation. Now with the PS4, I mean it runs, like I said, runs very smooth. It's real nice. The graphics are, in my opinion, they look just almost as good as PC. I know the PC people would be all over me for saying that, but they're way better.
I've heard PC people basically say you know, the highest version of there is like a strong mid grade setting on PC, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
especially for like Battlefield 4 or what's the other one?
Can you
Assassin's
tell in
Creed.
videos if you're watching like an Xbox 360 COD video and a PS4 video on YouTube? Can you tell in videos like which one's what?
I can tell which one's Xbox versus a PlayStation 3. Yes, I mean, like I said, the PS3, they're not as sharp. Even when you use sharpen on your settings.
No,
it is
I'm
not-
talking about the new PlayStation 4.
Oh, nah. I mean, the PS4, as long as your computer is running 1080p, you should see the difference. You should, anyways. Because I know YouTube now has it to where you can 1080p.
Yeah. I didn't see any difference. YouTube was down today. It was completely fucking down. If you went to like youtube.com.
oh no, I know. I tried to upload a video and then it gave me the whole, we have a team of monkeys working on it. And the thing is, that whole that fucking that screen that they have saying something's going wrong. We have a team of monkeys working on it, huh? And then it's like 1,500 lines of just weird shit.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they think that people that utilize YouTube or would find it like hilarious or funny. Well, they got monkeys on it. Like, fuck off. Like, work.
I didn't see that error. I just seen like 500 encrypted fucking blah blah blah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's a joke too, because everybody, especially on Twitter, always tweets the YouTube creators and stuff. What, you got a bunch of monkeys working back there, and I think that's the joke that they say to people back, at them whenever.
Dude,
something
I'm
does.
telling you, I love this website, YouTube. YouTube has given me so much in my life and changed my life. I love this website, but dude, they're making it really, really hard to stay in love with you. Like
Especially
YouTube,
that Google Plus shit.
Yeah, I made a new fucking account the other day, and it forced me to subscribe to all these people, right? And it was like, you are forced to be subscribed to KY or Speedy. Now, nothing against KY or Speedy, but like, really? So
He's got something, bro. No matter what I search on YouTube, it does not matter. I am not subbed to this man, but every time I search anything, not having to do with video games or anything like that, I could be searching up Magnum condoms or something like that, and KYR Speedy will be in the suggested videos every single time. I'll do it right now. Search for anything. Siggy, give me something to search for. Almost
search for me. No.
Okay, that works.
What is he searching for?
Search for me. Okay.
No, he meant like SiggyGuns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, he didn't show up.
Okay, so on the side, on the right-hand side, I guarantee you we will see some kind of COD video that has nothing to do with SiggyGuns.
Did you? This isn't even a COD video, though. You're completely out of whack, bro.
Well, I don't know. I wanted to make a point, but I can't right now.
Just type in fucking like Call of Duty and see what happens.
No, it always has the same people. C-Nanners, Syndicate.
LEA, white boy.
White boy jerk. There we go.
They're all machinima also, right?
All right, so you're on Drifters and all the related.
I don't know. You do it, dude.
All right, so he was trying to make a point, but I understand what you're saying.
I just, it's one thing to like show up if you make Call of Duty videos to show up in Call of Duty videos. That's one thing. That's fine. But like, if you search up margarine and it's the fucking LEA videos right next to it, it's just like, what are you doing? I don't know.
Yeah.
Try not to talk shit about.
I think basically this is what's going on. YouTube's like, okay, these people are really successful, so what we want to do is we want to promote and push them. So even though you're watching Call of Duty videos, right, the way the Google algorithm reads it, like, you know how like you'll be looking up a new product. Let's say you're looking up, you want to make this amazing spaghetti, so you're looking up a certain type of like fucking tomatoes juice or whatever. All of a sudden, it'll show up. Google will force an ad and be like, check out this tomato juice. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
All right. They do the same thing, I think, with video searches, right? Let's say Siggy's online and he's like, looking up some fucking Call of Duty videos, right? They're fucking pumping that KY Speedy because he plays fucking Call of Duty. And they're like, oh, they want to see this, even when you're not looking at it.
Yeah.
Have you noticed on Twitter? On Twitter, they've been doing something like that too with the ads. Every time you talk about something, all of a sudden on my timeline, if I say Burger King, all of a sudden Burger King will pop up in a tweet out of nowhere.
Well, you know what? You know what's hilarious about that is that, like, let's say someone does a video saying the Xbox One sucks, right? They'll title the video "Xbox One sucks." You know what the ad for that video is going to be?
An Xbox One. Yeah. It's fucking it's crazy.
Oh, there was a hilarious thing. I think it was like Orbitz or one of these travel websites or whatever. There was a story that broke, basically saying that Orbitz was taking people's credit cards or got hacked or whatever. And there was an Orbitz commercial, and then that news story happened right afterwards. It's like, but they're your sponsor. What the fuck?
Yeah. That's hilarious. I don't really understand this. Okay, this is it. Let me explain it to you.
Go for it.
This is it.
This is fucking it. All right.
This is.
Do you remember MySpace?
Yeah.
Yes.
You remember MySpace where like it was your fucking web page, pretty much.
Yep.
Like, that was your web page. You could fucking change everything on it. You'd
Thank,
go to...
Thank you for being a friend.
You would go to one
Yeah,
person's...
music and all, yeah.
You'd go to one person's MySpace and another person's MySpace, and the only way you could even tell you're on fucking MySpace is because they'd have, like, the friends in a certain area. But you could even move those around. You could pick where they wanted to go. Now, who remembers old YouTube, right? A YouTube page was so customizable. You could put so much shit on your homepage. Like, pretty much you had the whole landscape, all right? Now we're pretty much moving in to an area on YouTube where apparently the new thing that's going to happen is you're not going to have a banner at all. No banners. Really? Yeah. They're getting rid of them. It's bad enough the banner's like this fucking big, right?
Yeah.
It's basically like a giant avatar. But apparently they're moving to a system where you have no banner. So it's almost amazing how we've seen this happen. We've seen it happen on Facebook and all these companies, right? Where they start off letting you have so many different options and doing whatever you want. And then as the process starts moving farther and farther down the line, they start forcing their audience to, you know, be and use the website and their image, you know? So they're almost like forcing everybody in the future, I believe, to watch what YouTube wants you to watch.
Yeah.
Because once they get that done, then we're going to move into YouTube turning into basically, you know, like fucking TV. And I know it seems crazy to think that we'll get to a point where you have to have an approved show on YouTube in order to put up videos. But I don't think it's going to be free for anyone to put up videos whenever they want anymore. I think in the future, we're moving towards YouTube saying, okay, we like KYRP Speedy. We're going to keep him on. We like Phil. We're going to keep a couple of these shows, and that's all that you're going to have.
Yeah, it's really stupid, though, because if you think about it, YouTube's genius for the fact that it, you know, if you're making content, the content's literally made by the users. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like a video game. It's like Grand Theft Auto giving out something so that people can make their own maps. Well, now, since anybody can make maps, everyone's making their own content. Anybody with a camera can make YouTube videos.
Right.
So that's the whole point of it. So this
the whole name of it.
The whole name of it. So this trend that they're going is really odd and weird, man.
It's
all about that money. It must be about the money, though, because they want everybody to go to Google Plus. Eventually, it looks like they keep asking us to put our names. It looks like eventually it's just going to be Google Plus instead of YouTube. That's what it looks like to me.
I don't understand what was wrong with the old system, right? You had your channel, you put your videos on your channel, and that was fucking it. When somebody went to someone's channel page, it was their videos, right? They're like, fuck this, dude. Fuck this. Fucking 95% of this fucking page is going to be white. Fucking YouTube white.
I don't get why they...
Google white. And it's going to be surrounded with videos that we want your fans to watch, right? And we'll let you put a few of your videos on your personal homepage. That is so fucking crazy when you think about it. But most of us, right, have kind of just went with the flow. Oh, it's fucking... YouTube is still great. Because YouTube is still great. YouTube is an amazing site. Even in the form that we're complaining about it right now, at the end of the day, YouTube's awesome. We fucking all love YouTube. But I don't like the direction it's going.
Nope.
I don't like it either. I can't. My links, my likes, and all that for Twitter don't work no more. The comments section, there's only certain ones I can reply to. I don't get it.
Now, to give YouTube...
what's wrong with it now. Just
one thing to give YouTube credit, though, they released a new function called Community. Have you seen that?
No.
It shows you who's got the... Here, I'll show you real quick.
It's called Community?
Yeah. Well, this is what you do. You go over to your videos tabs, Video Manager, and then you go to Creation Tools. Oh, no, that's not it. I'm sorry. Let's go back. You go to Community. All right.
Okay.
So now when you're on Community, I can sort by subscribers, right?
Uh-huh.
1 minute. So KSI is sub to me, JJ or whatever, with 4 million subscribers. Then I Am Cat with 500,000. Then all these people. It shows like all the people that are subscribed to me and how big they are by subscribers.
How come I'm not on there?
Because maybe you're not subscribed to me.
I'm subscribed to you.
It's Don't play stupid.
I'm
Otherwise,
serious.
well, I don't know. Apparently, it says you're not. Look at fucking Anonymous is subscribed to me, dude. Isn't that weird?
I think YouTube's got me on pay me no mind status though, as far as my channel goes.
And then you can also look by like engagement, right? So if I put it on engagement, this Thomas D. Thrust dude has put more comments and more likes on my fucking videos than anybody.
That's pretty cool.
And
Damn.
that's how that works, right?
Now but that's only for a certain amount of people, right? Subscribers, like you, since you have a bunch, you get those tools. I don't think I have those tools.
No, everybody does.
Everybody does.
How
So
do
what
you-
is it on
how
the
do you
video
know
manager?
that?
I mean, I don't know who are you guys partnered with.
I'm with
Full screen.
Oh, dude, they got you in a slave box. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna have these tools or not. But the another thing that YouTube put out is a thing called creations.
Here, yeah, I got it.
And these creations are royalty-free music that you can use. It's pretty sweet. So,
There you
Oh.
go. I am subbed, by the way. I've been
yep,
subbed.
you are subscribed to me. Anyhow,
Well,
that's a cool thing. So YouTube, you know, they have their moments where they do something awesome, but for the most part, you're fucking ruining the site. Like, you're ruining it.
Yeah.
This motherfucker tried to go off on Twitter saying that everyone was crying and they should be grateful to fucking Google for what they've done, and they shouldn't be hating on Google Plus. It's like a couple days ago on Twitter. And I look at this motherfucker's Twitter, and it said that he was like in gaming entertainment and a YouTube expert and like all this shit. And it was just like some fucking kid that had all these false claims, and he probably sponsored a fucking team or something for MLG or some shit. So I just tweeted him. I was like, bro, don't tweet stuff like that. You know nothing about fucking YouTube or gaming entertainment. And he tried to have an argument with me, and I was like, no, you support Google Plus. There is no argument. And I just kept saying the same thing to him. I was like, there's no argument. You don't understand YouTube or gaming entertainment. And he goes, well, it's kind of my job. I get paid to do fucking gaming entertainment. And I was like, your boss does not understand YouTube or gaming entertainment. Otherwise, you wouldn't be fucking hired, right? Like Google Plus is so fucking bad, so retardedly fucking
One thing
bad.
I don't understand though about the
There's
Google,
no debate.
I agree. One thing I don't understand about the whole Google Plus thing is that they're making us connect to Google Plus, but they're doing it in such a way that I never actually have to go into Google Plus unless I want to change like a picture.
Exactly.
So you're making us sign up for something that we're never going to use. What is the benefit to YouTube for us going on Google Plus? What do they get out of it?
I think they probably have some fucking dude in a suit that goes there that makes $500,000 a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
He probably fucking struck some deals with some investors for this Google Plus thing. They got to pay some loans back. You know, there's some fucking department head over at Google Plus that they hired, and they're fucking pulling him aside, and they're like, look, dude, no one's signing up to this fucking thing. You're going to get fired if you don't figure something out. So that dude goes over to the fucking YouTube president, and he's like, look, dude, I'll give you a blowjob. You can fucking slap my ass. Fucking, I'll give you half of my money this year. I can't lose this fucking job. My kids are in private school. My wife will fucking leave me. She's already been cheating on me with a fucking dentist. Right?
Okay.
So they end up making some fucking stupid ass fucking deal, and they end up integrating them. Why the head guy's like, why the fuck is everybody pissed? Blah, 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 blah. And the people at the fucking, you know, they do the board meetings and shit. They're all like fucking got signs and stuff like protesting. Google Plus
really
is
elaborate. This whole situation's really elaborate.
I actually think it has more to do with the Twitter IPO coming out, that maybe they wanted to put their numbers up against Facebook, Twitter. So if they could use all YouTube people and force them onto Google Plus, then all of a sudden their numbers would be, you know, right up to par with those, you know, two other giants in the social media circles. So as long as they could use YouTube to benefit Google Plus, then all of a sudden they're looking good towards their investors, especially for the social media part.
Google Plus, Facebook, MySpace, any other fucking website in the world out there needs to understand one thing: we're never leaving Twitter. We're never leaving Twitter ever. We love fucking Twitter. You want to know why? Because when I go on Twitter, it doesn't say fucking, you know, fucking buy this or get this or check this out. You know, when I want to have, it's not some giant fucking thing where, you know, it's so fucking time consuming. It's simple. It's the fucking world's human consciousness all in a fucking web page form. It's the world's biggest chat room. You're not going to defeat fucking Twitter ever. Period.
I mean, Twitter could defeat Twitter.
Twitter is the only one that can defeat fucking Twitter.
Let's be honest, aren't we kind of all thinking that eventually it'll kill itself like someday? I think so.
I don't know, dude. Twitter's like, if you're against us, you will die.
I mean, it's one.
I think Facebook has more to lose.
Inside joke.
Yeah, Facebook definitely has more to lose, and Facebook, I think, is kind of going that way. But like, dude, Twitter is awesome. It's simple and it works. Have you ever complained like, oh my god, I haven't seen?
That's what it is.
You know,
if you could save photos on Twitter, right? Let's say I just went to your homepage on Twitter.
Our biggest complaint so far ever on Twitter was blue lines. The blue lines is biggest.
blue line.
Dude, he keeps cutting in and out.
Yeah, I don't know.
What?
What is blue?
What'd you
lines?
say, Siggy?
The blue lines. That was our biggest complaint on Twitter so far. Is just the blue lines.
Yeah.
The link chat.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I mean, it doesn't get that bad at all.
Yeah.
It's and when they do a little Twitter update, it's like very minor. It's not like, and we get used to it fast. We're like, wait, I don't like this, and then fucking next thing you know, we're.
Have you ever seen when people put up screenshots and like they do either their tweets or their text or whatever, and it's just drawn like they have some weird font that looks like someone had epilepsy wrote it? It's like, why would you keep your phone in that style?
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know why they fucking do that shit. Are you talking about filters?
Not filters. I'm saying like your actual font for the text that's on your phone.
Yeah.
They'll make it like some crazy.
Oh. I misheard you. Yeah, I've seen that before. Like all fucking cursive. Like somebody fucking just discovered the fucking dead fucking C scrolls on their phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've seen that before. I don't know, but I think everything should be customizable. I think you should be able to do that with everything. When you get to a website like Facebook and now YouTube, where there's no type of fucking identity anymore other than this little fucking avatar, it's gonna suck. And you know, if I was Twitter, I would make one fucking change. This is what I would do. I would let people upload pictures and only pictures, all right, to their fucking homepage on Twitter, right? So you could let's say you went to my Twitter, you could say, oh, I want to see Keemstar's pictures, right? So instead of Instagram, right, someone could just use Twitter. It would be fucking perfect, right?
They kind of do it now.
And when you do that, it almost works that way, but it doesn't save those pictures. If Twitter could figure out a way to save those fucking pictures,
it only goes so far back.
Well, they have the perfect tool. They have Vine. All they have to do is just implement it into Vine. They own Vine.
Yeah. That's fucking insane. They own Vine? I didn't know Twitter owned Vine.
Yeah, own Vine.
It's weird when you find out what companies are owned by what other companies. Like, YouTube owns AdBlock?
What? No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. Look it up.
YouTube does not own AdBlock.
Yes, it does. YouTube is owned by Google. I mean, AdBlock is owned by Google.
Okay, let me ask you a serious question.
Go ahead.
If AdBlock was owned by Google, which isn't the case, that's not true.
Let's look it up.
That's not true at all.
I'll look it up.
But if it was...
Who owns AdBlock?
If it was owned by fucking Google, right? Why would they be running that campaign asking for money so they can purchase Google ads?
That campaign must have been a troll or something. That was the most ridiculous thing ever. But seriously, like, I don't know. I've heard that AdBlock was owned by Google. I could be wrong though.
Who is AdBlock owned by, Siggy?
It says here the parent company is... Doesn't say.
It's not fucking Google.
Doesn't say doesn't mean not.
If
Google.
it was Google, it would say. Do you know how
So we can't find out who owns.
All I'm
Google
saying
AdBlock?
is, wouldn't there be people like on fucking YouTube being like, "Why does Google own AdBlock?" Like, wouldn't it be like a known thing? It wouldn't be some like. It would be known. Like, it would be known.
They do have a lot of buddies though. Everything is made like Google even paid them for something. So I don't know.
Google paid them for something.
Yeah, it says here Google pay AdBlock Plus to show ads. So they're actually paying AdBlock for those ads, but yet AdBlock is blocking the ads. It's weird.
Why? See, this makes no sense to me, right? Out of all the fucking things that they're just trying to do on the internet, right? Why wouldn't they just fucking ban AdBlock? Well, actually, I know why. Because AdBlock is incredibly useful when you're not on YouTube. Well, if you're on...
That could be it right there. You might have nailed it in the head. They might be buddy-buddy with them because they probably don't acquire them for their talent or their, people, and to turn around and use it to their advantage.
So the video that I watched a while ago, the dude basically said, listen, we're ad block. If you want, and obviously, advertisers, you pay to go on videos or whatever, right? Well, we're blocking those ads. Fuck you. We're blocking them. But if you pay us, we'll let those ads go through.
Pretty much. That's what it sounds like.
That's such mob mentality. That's crazy. And all these people thinking that the people at AdBlock just care about your online experience and want like a more magical online world. They don't give a fuck.
Yo,
Get your fucking head out the clouds.
If they charge $5 a month for the ad block program, right? People would pay that shit.
Yeah.
They would pay that shit because you can't surf the web. You get on some fucking sketchy website, bro, and it's just blah 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 pop-ups. Fucking can't leave the fucking thing.
I don't have that problem. I got a Mac, so
you're gonna have that problem. Yeah, more and more people started using Macs. There's like way more. There's way more viruses coming out for Macs than there ever have been in the history of the world. You get ready.
But
for
you know
that.
what though? This is the first computer I've ever had where it doesn't. There's no porn on it. I don't use my Mac for porn. I use it for everything else, but I literally have no porn on it. So maybe that's why it's so fucking clean.
I don't.
Disease free.
Yeah, it's disease free. It's literally it's a porn virgin on there,
That's
and most of my computers have gotten porn AIDS, like full on HIV, everything.
My old Windows had that shit. Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I haven't tested. Is my computer flaws because it's a Mac and it's a beast computer, or is it because I don't have porn on it?
Well, they used to say that fucking porn was the fucking problem, but is it still the problem?
I don't know.
I have no idea. I think we grew out of that.
Yeah.
Well, we can't find out.
I really want to know. I want to know because that seems so ridiculous. That just doesn't seem.
So I watched this movie today on Netflix called The Ledge.
Wait until we start the show.
Did you just give the clap?
I'm not even sitting in my fucking chair. Like that's the number one indicator.
Is that a requirement for the show that you're in the chair?
And we're back. Yes, it is. That is a requirement. That I'm sitting in the chair. All right, tell us this great story about this movie you watched. While I eat my oatmeal.
So there's this. I was looking for a movie on Netflix today, and I found a movie called The Ledge, and it starred Charlie something, the main dude from Sons of Anarchy. Okay, It was him, Terrence Howard, and Liv Tyler. And
So if it's the main dude from Sons of Anarchy, it's the blonde-haired guy?
The blonde-haired guy,
Okay.
yeah, Jax from Sons of Anarchy. And the movie starts out with Terrence Howard, and he's like in this fertility place or whatever, and talking to the doctor, and he starts crying, and he's like a weirdo, and he goes, and he's like, the doctor's like, yeah, there's an issue. You're infertile. Like you, no matter what you do, you will never have kids. And he's like, you're a liar because I have two beautiful children that look just like me. And they're like, well, no, this is a birth thing. You don't have kids. Like those aren't your kids then. Sorry to burst your bubble.
Okay. So this is like Maury Povich.
Sort of. And so then he's a hostage negotiator, and Charlie Dunham, I think his name's Dunham. Charlie, the dude from Sons of Anarchy, is standing on top of this building, and he's about to jump. And so he gets the call, and now he's a hostage negotiator. He has to basically talk this dude out of not jumping off the building. And so I knew the premise. I'm like, okay, it's a story about someone who's in a hostage negotiation setting. He knows that he's gonna jump, and it's gonna be intense, And when you think about movies like that, I feel like they're freebies. Okay, like stuff like Trapped in a Room or something like that. I'm like, well, it's kind of a freebie because you don't have to pay for crazy sets. You're literally filming everything in one spot.
Yeah.
Yep. So I get it. It's going to be good, whatever. But at the same time, I always feel kind of cheated because I'm like, yeah, you're kind of taking the easy way out. But I thought the whole movie was going to be about them arguing about him jumping off the thing or not. And it turned out that it was the story that brought him to that point.
A lot of people had the same reaction with Blair Witch.
I love Blair
now,
Witch.
Now, here's the thing. Blair Witch came out, and everyone was like, wow, this is fucking good. Mm-hmm. This is amazing. This is the greatest movie ever, right? Then it started hitting the news. This film cost $66,000 to make. People lost their shit.
Oh,
they were like, "Oh, this is horrible. This is horrible."
When I first saw Blair Witch, this is the premise that I had for Blair Witch. Okay, going into it, this is what I was told by on websites and stuff like that. That some dude found these tapes, in the wilderness, mm-hmm. and that's what the movie is. They took the footage from these tapes, and that's what the movie is. So when I watched the Blair Witch Project for the first time, I was like, I thought it was a real thing. I thought this was
everybody did.
Yeah, and that's what made it so fucking awesome. The next day, I'm trying to tell my parents about it, and they're like, "Yeah, they're talking to the people on the Today Show, and they had the people from the Blair Witch Project on the Today Show." And it's like, it would have been better. All right, if I did the Blair Witch movie, what I would have done is I literally, after the thing got set up,
I would have made the cast disappear.
Yeah, I would have killed the cast. I literally would have murdered the cast.
Not actually kill them,
no,
but make them
death. I would, because think about it, how then you can keep the whole facade going up. First off, the people from the Blair Witch Project aren't in other movies.
Here's the number one reason why everybody that saw Blair Witch at that time thought it was real. Okay. Well, first of all, there's a couple reasons, but the first little minor one is it was filmed as a reality show before there were reality shows.
Yeah.
All right. The other reason why people thought it was real is because how old were we at the time? Fucking 12?
No,
13?
I think I was 16.
No, you weren't that old.
Yeah, I think we were teens already. Yeah. We were.
Find out when it came out.
Oh, yeah.
Siggy, look it up real quick.
Let's do this.
Find out when Blair Witch came out. I'm going to bet that it came out in 96. We were pretty young. But I remember everybody thinking it was real, and I was like, wait a minute. If this is real, they wouldn't fucking put this up on
1999.
Wow.
There you go.
I was way fucking off.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were 16 years old. You're right.
So, bam.
He's like, yeah, I won that one.
Well, no, I win all of them.
No.
I do.
No.
Every once in a while, I'm wrong, and I'll admit it.
You got a point. Congratulations. It's 1 to 1,005.
Shit.
I would always remember 96 in movies because that was Independence Day, that was Twister, that was Mission Impossible.
Yeah. I think 94, 95, 96, that was just some good times, man.
Yep.
Yeah. The best year of my whole entire life is probably the year I graduated with. Because senior year, dude, it's just do whatever.
Yeah.
Do whatever. That summer after you graduate, dude, do whatever. It's just awesome. You're old enough to smoke. At that point, you can definitely pass with fake IDs and get in the bars and drink.
Yeah.
You're at 18, some people 19 years old. You can do almost anything. You don't have to fucking... You're now 18. You don't have to drive home at a certain time because, here in New York, I don't know how it is where you guys are, but until you're 18, you can't drive in the dark.
What?
Yeah.
How do they enforce that?
Anybody under the age of 18 cannot drive when it's dark outside. It has to be light.
That sucks.
Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's 9.
You got to be wrong.
No. It is a rule like that, but maybe it's 9 o'clock or something.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's a certain
still,
time.
That's weird. What if you? Okay, part of someone having a fucking driver's license, especially if you're in a family, okay, is the fact that now you can do all those chores for picking up your little brother from soccer practice and all that stuff. The oldest kid gets to do all that shit because he's got a license.
Yeah, but until you're 18, You can't drive at night like around here. Can't.
I think you could in some states, but you had to have somebody that was already 18.
Well, I think that's part of it. Like, you can drive while being under the age of 18 as long as you have a licensed person in the car, which makes no point.
Yeah, that might have been it, or an adult,
How old do you? It's only 16 to get your license out here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old is it in Seattle?
16.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just ask. It's always weird to ask like what rules apply in what state. You know
What did you do the first time you got your license?
What did I do?
Wait, did you have a car when you got your license?
Yes.
Yeah, when I got my license, I had a car ready to go. What about you, Sig?
Yep, had a car ready to go.
My sister. So listen, I bought. I basically okay. So I grew up in a very wealthy area.
You told the story about how you got the shit on car. Is that where you're going into?
Well, the story about how my sister won a car.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you told that story. But what I'm wondering is, what did you do the first time you got, like, the very first, like, I just got my license, I got my own car, where did you go, what'd you do?
Shit, I don't even remember.
You don't?
I don't. No.
I remember me.
Oh, I remember, too. I got mine in the summertime. I remember just, like, driving over to my friend's house, picking up my friends, going to some tulip festival thing that they had in Holland, New York. And, like...
Pause.
It's called the Tulip Festival. It's the name for a carnival.
Even weirder. What?
Because, okay, the town of Holland, is just a town in New York.
Okay.
All right, it's named Holland. Now, the actually country of Holland, right, used to be big up on tulips. They used to trade tulips as fucking currency. In fact, if you look at, what is that? What was the show with Gecko in it? Mr. Gecko. Gordon Gecko.
Okay. Wall Street?
Wall Street.
Oh,
In Wall Street 2, he goes into detail talking about the big tulip bubble.
Okay.
He has that poster on his wall. And basically, over in Holland, people would trade tulips as money. And they became so priceless that some tulips were worth like $1 million. Right? Like a fucking plant of a flower.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Then the bubble burst,
The
right?
tulip bubble burst.
The tulip bubble burst, and people are like, "These are just fucking
These
plants.
are fucking tulips.
They're not worth anything, right?"
Let's get a grasp on some shit. These are tulips, okay?
But the whole thing has been instilled in Holland culture, so I'm assuming, because they're in Holland, they have a bunch of tulips, and they decide to call their annual carnival as the Tulip Festival.
Okay.
I guess it's like here in Texas. I live near Grapevine, which is where they make wines and stuff. So they have a grape fest. I guess maybe that's like that.
Something like that, I'm sure.
So the call of the tulip.
So I get my friends. I go out there. I pick up some girl that I was hooking up with at the time. Mm-hmm. And I just remember driving around like a fucking idiot, like all over the place.
Yeah, I remember.
The whole thing of driving was awesome.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know how you could do it now, but like back in the day, we used to cruise.
That's what we did was cruise.
Yeah. You can't really cruise. No one really cruises anymore, man. Like, if you cruise, you're doing something right because
if you cruise, you don't. Who has money to cruise?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Literally driving for 3 hours.
$5, man, could get you a long way with gas.
Yeah.
I remember those days because literally, you would not have to fucking go anywhere. You wouldn't have to do anything. You would just drive around forever. Yeah. It'd be like you and your friends hanging out in the car driving. Now it's like, dude, I gotta get to wherever I'm going as fast as I don't want to be on the road. I hate driving.
Yeah. Yep. Well, one thing that's kind of negative about driving for me now is that every time I drive, I know that I'm pretty much just parting with money in some way. It's basically a vessel for me to go somewhere to part some of my money, honestly. Except for when I drive over here.
I never understood how kids like that have like part-time jobs, how the fuck do they even drive?
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, like when you're a kid, my insurance when I was a kid was like retarded, like $1,000 a month for my insurance.
Yeah.
How much did you have to pay for insurance?
I remember it was expensive. It was like a big portion of my fucking paycheck from Safeway.
Yeah, the insurance when you're like 16 years old is like unaffordable. Like I don't know how anyone.
So my first car almost almost was a GMC Typhoon. I don't know if do you know what that is?
No.
GMC Typhoon is this. It is basically a Jimmy or like a Trailblazer thing. You know? A fiberglass body, fastest SUV ever made, faster than the AMG 55, whatever it is. 0 to 60 in like 4 seconds, some crazy shit. It's just insanely fast. It would beat like Lamborghinis and Ferraris and shit.
What?
Yeah, serious. Look at GMC Typhoon. Look it up.
Okay, so it was almost your first car?
It was almost my first car, and my mom was like, because I sold it to my parents, like, hey, I'm gonna buy this car, because like I had the money because I saved up all summer, you know, I had the money to buy, you know, a vehicle, but you can't own a vehicle at 16, so it has to be in their name. So I was trying to convince it. I went at this angle like, hey, it's an SUV, I can haul stuff around or whatever for them. And she was like, okay, well, you need to find out about insurance. And so I called up insurance, and they asked me my information. I told them what my date of birth was, and they're like, okay, so you're 16 and you want to insure this? And they looked at, they're like, no one's going to insure you. Like, no. they not even, like, it wouldn't even come up with the number. It was just like, nope, can't insure it.
Yeah. You're 100% getting in an accident.
Yeah, dude. I love, like, it's weird, though, because I really like cars that are, like, rare cars. Like, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Typhoon was awesome, dude. Like, every once in a while I see him on the road. I'm like, that's fucking sick.
I don't understand insurance. Like, it's so... I feel like if no one was forced to have insurance...
All right. So
I almost wish that it was like that.
So this may seem kind of shady. Don't get me in trouble, but let me just explain. So I moved from Seattle to Buffalo, obviously. And I never registered my car up here in New York.
How come?
Because I would have to have a New York ID.
Okay.
And in order to get a New York ID, you have to jump through all these fucking hoops. I didn't feel like jumping through the hoops. And every time a cop sees my car, he'll look at he'll just assume that I'm an out-of-towner.
Right.
You know, because it's Washington State plates. Well, that's expired. I'm not registered, but I have insurance out here in New York.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, like, if I get pulled over, right, it's going to look weird that I have insurance for the vehicle, but it's not registered in New York. The car's not registered in New York. New York doesn't know about the car.
Right.
So I was thinking, like, well, I'm fucked. If I get pulled over, I'm fucked. They'll probably take the car.
Not really, because you could just tell them, like, look, I have my insurance switched over to cover New York. I don't know. They're not going to know the start time of when you start your New York insurance. Or will they?
No, it shows that right on the insurance card.
Dude, you're going to have to pay a fucking ticket. At some point, you're going to have to pay a ticket.
Okay, but here's what I was thinking. I was like, you know what? If I get pulled over for having an unregistered car in New York, then I'm booked, right? So why does it matter if I have an insurance or not? I'm thinking, like, so why am I paying for insurance if I'm booked either way?
Here's the problem. If you have an insurance...
I'm putting condom on an AIDS-ridden dick. That's stupid.
Listen, if you don't have insurance in the state of New York, like, let's say you go to a month without insurance and you re-up your insurance, you have to pay a penalty of like $5 a day for every day you don't have insurance to the DMV.
Uh-huh.
Or you have to keep your vehicle off the road for double the amount of time that you lapsed. So let's say you lapsed for like 3 days. Your fucking vehicle's done for 6 days. You can't fucking register the fucking thing for 6 days. Or you have to pay a fine for $5 a week.
Plus, another thing. So my car's insured, right? Another thing, and this is such a bad tip. But like what my boys used to do back in the day is that they would get insurance, right? And then they would cancel it like the next day after they get
and
the
just
cars.
Get it enough to get the license.
So they get enough to have the card. So if they ever get pulled over, like if you get pulled over, like license, registration, insurance, you hand them this card. It says Allstate, you insured you for the next 6 months. Everything's good.
Yeah.
The only time when it would be fucked up is if you got into an accident and the insurance company needed to actually get called. Then you're booked.
Right.
You're rolling the dice on that one. But anyways, long story short, I was like, you know what? Why am I paying $100 a month for car insurance if if I do get pulled over, I'm booked anyways. Might as well not pay that $100.
Yeah.
Well, I call them up and I was like, yeah, I'd like to cancel my insurance. And they go, well, you need to take the plates into the DMV and get some affidavit from them saying that you are no longer have the vehicle or some shit like that. And I'm just thinking like, it's not even registered in New York. Like in my mind, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, if you're going to cancel your insurance, it's simple.
I can't cancel my insurance.
Yes,
though.
you can. They just talked you off.
What do you mean?
I mean, when you call your insurance company, right, and you're like, hi, I would like to cancel my car insurance. They're like, oh, okay, hold one moment. And they put you on hold, and they put you on a closer. They send you to the closer department, right? The fucking closers are sitting there and trying to convince you somehow, some way to stay on the insurance and not go to another person.
You want to do it live on the show?
That would be fucking hysterical.
Let's do it live on the show.
Yo, call them.
All right.
I'm going to have to beep out a bunch of private shit, but this is going to be hysterical.
Fine. That's fine.
Customer service is currently closed and is unable to answer your call. Our business hours are Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m.
All right. Well, that was a fail.
Well, they're not open, so we can't do that.
What if I was being raped in my car?
Yeah,
How are you?
24-hour insurance.
Yeah, how can you make a claim?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Maybe they watch the show. They know.
That's not live. How would they know? They're maybe on that X-Jaws.
They're on that X-Jaws tip. They know before it happens.
On that X-Jaws all-knowing
Recognizing them patterns. Them riffs in the Matrix. X-Jaws is tripping.
X-Jaws. He was supposed to be on the show.
I know.
And then he fucking canceled. I really wanted him to go crazy on the show and talk about a bunch of loony shit. Oh.
That's so crazy that you just build guns?
Well, I didn't get this. I didn't build this one. This one I bought. The SKS.
Can you quick scope with that?
Quick scope, yeah.
Okay, so you have all those real guns. Why don't you fucking do IRL, like, trick shotting and shit? That should be hilarious. And his internet cuts out. What happened?
No, I just haven't done it. I need to be doing more gun videos. I haven't done them yet. Been on the video game.
People just eat that stuff up. They really do like the guns. I think that MacGyver is one of the reasons why I don't fuck with guns.
MacGyver? Why?
Did you ever watch MacGyver as a kid?
I've watched MacGyver, yes.
For some reason I idolized MacGyver when I was a kid.
Okay, so MacGyver's in tight situations and he would build a gun out of duct tape.
No. He's anti-guns. He was very much anti-guns.
He hated guns?
He hated guns.
I don't remember that. I just remember him like, hey, we need to build a nuclear diffuser, and he would like make it out of
it would
fucking...
be like he has
paperclip.
He has like guacamole, sour cream, and
a
light bulb, and somehow he like blows through a vault to escape. It's just like...
Do you know how many fucking engineers they must have had on that show? Like, dude.
There was a... I never watched it. I was really mad because first off, if I'm watching a program and I like it, but like the hosts are really just super nerds, I can't get into it. There was a show that I liked the premise of it, but I couldn't get into it because the guys were so weird. Mythbusters. I tried to watch Mythbusters, but those dudes are too fucking weird for me.
Why?
Back then when we were kids, Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Oh, Bill Nye was cool.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
See,
yeah.
I always thought that was a local thing. I didn't know that everyone had Bill Nye.
Like, everybody loves Bill Nye.
Yeah.
You can't find one person that's like, fuck that guy.
Did you ever watch
like,
Mr. Wizard?
No.
Mr. Wizard was this show. It was like either PBS or Nickelodeon. I don't remember which one. But pretty much what he would do is like he would have kids on there, and he was kind of a fucking asshole. Like he actually is a douchebag. And he would have kids on there, and he'd show them like scientific stuff.
He'd be like, "What? You don't know how to make a volcano? You're dumb, kid."
That's how it'd be. There's this one YouTube video called. Can we play that?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Talk to Siggy for a second. I'll pull it up on the screen.
Yeah. I was just thinking about Bill Nye. Bill Nye actually came out with a fucking video on YouTube, and it went viral. And it was basically him saying that people that believe in religion are fucking idiots. It's hilarious. It's like I just don't understand how you hate him. The wizard fucking guy. Mr. Wizard is a jerk.
Yeah, that's it. Mr. Wizard is a jerk.
All right, let's watch it.
All right, let's play it.
Mr. Wizard taken out of control. What? Mr. Wizard.
guys
do we have to
remember
watch
Reading
it?
Rainbow?
All right, let's watch this one. You got to turn the volume up.
Go ahead.
I remember Reading Rainbow. Mr. Wizard's a
See those 2 pins, Stacy?
Yes.
Well, today I'm going to stick them in you. Look at all the paper you wasted. You count that as a fold? That's enough.
Okay.
Because I already see that it's not random. Don't jump to conclusions. Why isn't it random? Told you to write down random numbers. What do you mean not
Reminds me of
exactly?
Big Bang
Well,
Theory.
better, can't you? Well, you're right, but for the wrong reason. Sounds logical, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's wrong.
It's wrong? Wrong.
Wrong.
That's right.
Not right.
That's how I was wrong?
That's how you were wrong. What did he say?
He said he's incapable of making a mistake, therefore I must be wrong. M-I-S-S.
You don't have to say anything. The computer is saying them for you.
Okay.
Try not to hit the table. Try instead to hit that little thing, okay?
You're seeing a beam of light.
No, you're seeing the
dust.
little pieces of dust. Well, you call them fingers. I'll call them propellers. You have to make the hole bigger than that, obviously. Haven't you ever seen a sliced banana before? You can't blow up a baby's nursing nipple? Well, you have one of those inside your head.
I do?
Yeah, it's called a brain. Come on, Eugene. Come on. Turn it over here like that and pull it straight up. No confidence in the science at all. You don't seem to have a great deal of confidence.
But it might come back and hit my face.
There, it's popped off.
Oh,
Wow, hit you right on the head.
All right, I
No,
can't.
no.
There you
Wait.
go.
ouch.
Hot wax drop on your finger?
Yeah.
Well, hold it straight up, then it won't do that. Wait a minute. Hold it a minute. Stop it.
I can't
Don't,
help it.
stop it. Get up. Stop it. Get up.
There's
Stop
this part where this kid's
I
like,
can't get up.
what? It's hilarious.
What?
And I must say, I don't think it looks any better than mine. What's making that sound, by the way?
Well,
Okay, wait till I'm through with you. You'll be sorry you said what you said. Before you leave today, your head's going to be on that platter.
I've never
my
heard of
God.
food going up.
Well, yours is going to in just a moment. But instead of putting paper clips from here, we're going to put Ashley.
what?
It's a terrible noise.
Why is he like torturing kids?
Very loud.
Yeah, try it again.
Looks like Vic still.
Sounds like wild elephant.
Anybody home?
This is fucking hurting my ears. Okay, do we have to watch
No.
Mr. Wizard anymore?
fuck it.
Mr.
Watch
Wizard's
yourself, 'cause
annoying the
I'm
fuck out of
leaving.
me.
Oh, this is the best part. He just leaves that kid out in the middle of the fucking woods.
All right, fine, we'll watch this part.
I mean, I just told what it is. He just really awkward. The kid's there. He gets in his car and just dips on him.
Isn't the cameraman there?
Yeah. I just remember he was just kind of a dick, though.
Do you remember a show called Ghost Rider?
Hell yeah, Ghost Rider. Word.
That
Yeah.
was on PBS, dude. I used
Yeah.
to love that show.
I used to try watch it. I watched that show recently. Like, if you can find episodes on YouTube, and it was like, I was like, can't believe it. First off, it was hella slow.
Yeah.
Like the whole process of, oh well, someone stole my book bag. Ghost Rider, help us out. And it would he rearranged letters or whatever. First off, Ghost Rider to me, like, what if Ghost Rider was like hungover and these kids were bugging him? You know what I mean?
okay, so
Why can't you just tell the answer?
let me explain to the audience the premise of Ghost Rider, right? There was these kids that would hang out, right? And all of a sudden there'd be like this mystery, right? And this isn't a cartoon. This is like fucking like a sitcom, right? There'd be like, who, like Blade said, who stole the fucking book bag, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they'd come down and they'd be like, Ghost Rider, I really need you to help us out. And this ghost would sit there and start like writing them and tell them like the
Would
answers
maneuver,
and shit.
like, you'd have to give them letters, and they maneuver the letters. They're like, hey, give us some letters to work with.
It was basically like these motherfucking kids were fucking around with a Ouija board. Yeah.
Dude, those shows were awesome. No one ever knows about Square One, though.
And dude, I don't know about you, but I was kind of scared like the first couple times I watched Ghost Rider. Like I was into it and I couldn't wait for the next episode.
Yeah.
But I was like, I remember being young, being like, dude, what the fuck? That ghost is gonna fucking fuck those kids up. Like he's just fucking with them.
I don't know. There's all kinds of shows from a kid. Remember Step by Step?
I remember a song that was like that, step by step.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, baby. Da da
We-
da
we got-
da da
we
da
got-
da
we got-
da
we
da.
got
No,
the
we
new-
don't know what Step by Step
we got
is,
the
though.
new
The
kids-
sitcom.
There was a sitcom called Step by Step with Patrick Duffy, and it was hilarious.
Oh, I remember that.
I don't remember that. All we do on the show is talk about fucking old times.
That's not all we do.
That's pretty much all we do.
Cut that out.
Let's talk about something new.
Trayvon, not
George
Zimmerman got arrested.
Zimmerman got arrested.
Got arrested today.
Apparently, he was like beating his wife.
I think he like pulled a
His
shotgun.
wife-
Pointed a
on her.
shotgun to
Put
her
a shotgun
face.
on her. Yeah.
On her or the dad, father-in-law?
On her.
Oh, no shit. I wonder if she's just fucking with him, though. You know what I mean? They're going through a divorce, and she
No, this is a
knows.
girl.
Did he really pull a shotgun on her?
I mean, I wasn't there, but that's what the police thing's saying.
Like, did he admit to it?
He pulled a shotgun on her.
No shit.
What? I think it's funny because,
that's-
like, I
The arrest report said that.
first off, if I ever get away with murder, or I'm not saying he like murdered somebody or whatever, but like if I ever was on trial for murder and then I got off, even like here's the thing, like let's say I didn't kill anybody. Let's say like tomorrow I get arrested and they're like you killed somebody, and you go through the whole process of going through a murder trial. Even if I didn't kill him, I wouldn't be like, oh, I got vindicated. Cool. I'd be so happy that I wasn't convicted.
Here's the thing. George Zimmerman needs to wake the fuck up. Like, all right, listen, if you get in any trouble whatsoever, even if you have to do only a week in county jail, right? There's going to be some dude in there that's going to be like, well, fuck, I'm going away for life. I'm killing this motherfucker. Like, you're going to get stabbed. There's so many fucking people in the fucking black community especially want that dude dead.
Well, here's something I thought was really shitty of Spike Lee. So you know what Spike Lee did? This was like a while ago.
What'd he do?
But he got the address,
Expose somebody else.
exposed the address on Twitter,
Uh-huh.
right? And it wasn't even his address. It was like this nice couple that like lived in Florida.
Oh,
And so
shit.
all these people started sending
He's
fucking
getting sued for that
death
too.
threat. Yeah, well, here's what happened. So he settled with them for $10,000. But they're like, we're getting death threats and we need to like the only way we can like fix this because it's still coming
Yeah.
is that we would have to move. Like that's the only way we can fix this. Or they came up with the idea of like, can we just change our address or whatever? But people are still going to send info there. And what's his name is Spike Lee's like, I don't care. Like Spike Lee's like, well, you should expect that to come. And they're like, we didn't do anything. You exposed the wrong address like a dumbass, and you paid us $10,000 to like shut us up or whatever.
Wait,
but
did they agree on the $10,000?
I don't know. I just saw this on the Young Turks. So
Yeah, I saw that also.
I wonder if they agreed on the $10,000 or if it was just like, here's $10,000.
yeah,
Because me, I'd be like, Richard Simmons, or what's his name? That's his name, right?
Spike Lee.
Spike Lee. I've been like, Spike Lee.
A lot
made
of people don't
bunch-
like Spike Lee, man. A lot
You've
of
made
people
a
hate
bunch
Spike
of
Lee.
movies. I think you could probably give me like at least $1 million for my troubles.
Yeah.
You know?
A lot of people do not like Spike Lee, man. Like apparently they just a couple actors have like gone on like Howard Stern and stuff like that and just blasted him, saying he's an asshole.
He probably is. Well, because he makes movies, so he's probably running around yelling at people and blah, blah, blah. And there's a lot of, like, I don't know, there's a lot of people out there that just are really sensitive. I never understood that. Like, when I would go to work to do a job, I expect the boss to be like an asshole and yell at me because that's his job. That's what he's supposed to be doing, right?
Yeah.
I've never been one of these people that are like, oh, my feelings are hurt, and like, how do you not appreciate what I do? Like, I never got that.
Well, I look at it like this: like if you're a kid, right, and you're at a job, I understand that the older dude that works there, that's like manager, his life probably sucks, so it's probably gonna suck. But don't give him a reason to get pissed off at you, and everything's good. You know what I mean? That's the way I looked at it. The people that got yelled at their job, that's because they were fucking up.
Yeah,
I go there, just do my job, bam. You know.
I guess. I just always, I don't know. Have you ever, what do you do for a living, Siggy?
I'm a forecaster for a bank.
You're a forecaster?
What does that mean?
You do the weather at the bank?
No. No.
I'm lost.
Call volume and budget, stuff like that. Lots of math.
Oh, so you're like a math expert?
Mathematician.
So, with you being down in Texas, like, what is the whole scene with the whole Obamacare and everything? Like, are people, like, freaking the fuck out?
Now, our state...
Dude, he keeps cutting it
I
out.
know. Yeah, no.
What's that, Siggy?
My state doesn't have to do the exchanges. We didn't have to do it.
Why?
We chose to not do it.
You just...
I like how Texas is like, and no.
So, Texas isn't
Fuck
doing...
you.
Texas isn't doing Obamacare at all?
Well...
Oh my God, this is so frustrating. It keeps lagging.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, we didn't have to be part of the state exchanges. You could still sign up for it if you wanted to, but you didn't have to go through the state exchanges.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
I'm lost. Explain more.
Let's see. Oh, can you hear me? It's just cutting out again.
Yeah, we can hear you. I don't really, even if you were to explain, I don't really care. No offense, like
I don't understand it.
The 100,000, there was 26 that only signed up through the website, and like 80,000 through the state exchanges. The state exchanges are what Texas don't have to go through.
Okay.
Want it?
Yeah, I've been reading stuff like online that, like, you know, there's people, it would cost them $400,000 a year just to live. It's just like,
I heard some companies just basically saying, yeah, we're just gonna fire everyone because we can't afford to keep them here.
yeah.
With the bomb.
Yeah, that's just going to happen, especially since the business mandate comes in next year. That's going to.
This is impossible. This show is not going to work.
Yeah.
It's cutting out too bad.
Yeah.
Damn.
We've been going for a while though.
We don't have a show.
What are you talking about? We've been going for like an hour and a half.
No, we
Yeah.
haven't.
What are you talking about? We've already had to change the footage.
We changed the footage once. I don't know. If you want to call this a show, you can call it a show. But I don't know. It's not a show.
What do you want to throw it away?
I don't know. I would like to start over and have a good show.
Are you fucking no?
No. It was a lot, Keem.
No, yeah, you were tripping, bro.
There's not much to the show, dude.
What?
You're tripping, bro.
I don't know.
You're
tripping.
Maybe I just can't remember the beginning.
Yeah, obviously.
But, yeah, well, good show. Thanks for coming on, Siggy. Make sure you check our guests.
You guys see what I'm going through here? Like, really?
Thanks.
How do you say that's not a show? It's like we've been talking for an hour and a half, bro.
The
What time is
fans
it?
are not
My
gonna
phone-
be
My phone
appreciative.
died.
So, yeah, and make sure you check our sponsors. If you're looking to sponsor an episode of BadKidCast, make sure you get in contact with Jamie. Her link is in the description. Big shout out to DX Racer. Thank you for hooking us up with these chairs. Make sure you follow them on Twitter and check out all our sponsors. And we will see you.
And our man Siggy here.
And see you, Siggy. Thanks, Siggy, for coming on. And we will see.
Really, the throw?
I just don't understand. Like, I don't know where the fucking charisma is in this show anymore.
It's still there.
The reason why is because you want if it was up to you, we'd bust out 2 shows a day.
The Mr. Wizard ruined it for you, huh?
I don't know what it was. We just this one just fucking started flying, right? And it was like, yay! And then fucking the engine went out, dude, and just
Well, we were having the internet issues at the end, and that kind of killed it a little bit.
It's the
But
sky.
I don't think that means throw away the whole show. That's insane.
It's just I got so much fucking like money into the studio and all this shit, and like it's not about that. It's not about the money, but it's like I want to fucking produce. It's a reflection of what I want to do. I want to produce the fucking most amazing show ever. And I feel like we're just fucking.
Nah, I disagree. I think you had a good show there, Keem. Don't give up on it just yet.
Also, this idea of throwing that entire thing away. I understand what you're saying, though, that you don't want to upload something subpar. I get that. But, like, why would we go for an hour and a half just to throw it away? That doesn't make sense.
I don't think we went an hour and a half.
I think we did.
What time is it?
It is 1:28.
So it's 1:30 in the morning. Got here at about 11.
I'm unsubscribing. That's it.
Peace, guys.